Nicaraguan President Daniel Ortega is heading for a third consecutive term in office after securing more than 70% of the vote in partial results for Sunday's election, officials say. A former left-wing rebel, Mr. Ortega is popular in the country thanks to social programs and economic stability. He was widely expected to win as he faced no obvious challenger. Mr. Ortega's wife, Rosario Murillo, was also standing for vice president. "There has been an excellent turnout," said Telemaco Talavera, an official accredited to monitor the vote. With ballots from 21.3% of polling stations counted, Mr. Ortega had 71.3% of the votes. Critics accused Mr. Ortega of manipulating the political system to stay in power and of smothering the opposition. Ortega's victory was no surprise, Katy Watson, BBC News, Central America. The vote was seen as the most one-sided election in Nicaragua since the overthrow of dictator Anastasio Somoza in 1979, a process that Mr. Ortega himself was involved in. But Nicaragua is sharply divided over the 70-year-old former guerrilla. Many feel that the elections were a farce, that with this, his third consecutive term, there is growing autocracy in the country and the role of his wife as running mate is too much of a family affair. The fact remains, though, that he was the most popular candidate by far. Overseeing Nicaragua's stable economic growth and the lack of violence compared to the problems of its neighbors El Salvador and Honduras in recent years have cemented him as the best option for many Nicaraguans. Mr. Ortega arrived at the voting station in the capital, Managua, with Ms. Murillo just before the polls closed on Sunday at 1800 hours local time, 0 o'clock GMT. "This is a vote for peace, for stability, for the security of Nicaraguan families," said Mr. Ortega. "Some say that we don't have proper elections here, because we're not insulting each other, throwing messages of hate, banging the drums of death," he added.